do? You rocking with your favorite refugee crew, and at all odds, we always even the score. This is your baby mama's favorite podcast, and we in here rocking. You know where we at, me and Savvy, man. Y'all pull up, y'all come holler at us. I go by the name of Alexander A. Mac McQueen. To the left of me is my cousin Ebony. Introduce yourself, cuz. Let the people know who you are.
What? Oh, wait. I didn't know we were doing that.
Oh,
Yeah, tell them who you are.
Yeah.
I'm Ebony, and I'm Ebony. Follow me on social media.
For real.
Straight
Straight
don't
like
forget
that,
about the
though.
mouthpiece.
Straight like that.
Yeah,
though.
I mean, yeah, I am the mouthpiece,
Okay,
but
There you go.
you know, that's my podcast. Everybody been telling me to do visual now, so we're doing a
That's
visual.
what's up. We in here.
And the mouthpiece hasn't done a visual yet, so I'm still the mouthpiece though.
Yeah,
That's where I
always.
started. But this is where I'm gonna grow and be rich.
That's real talk, real
Yeah.
talk. My
Yeah, this
homie
shit-
across from me, man. I ain't even gonna say much, man. Tell him who you are, bro.
Yeah, this your boy Sean, known as Sid on Facebook. You know, one half of Sophisticated Ignorance podcast, and
Definitely shout out.
yeah, shout out. That's about it, yo. We're gonna go ahead and get right into this thing. We done had it on hold for a minute, thanks to me.
Super hoe.
Yeah, it's my
Like
fault.
this is the
It's my fault.
third
Nah,
fucking
man.
episode that we
Trying to
have
be
not
perfectionist,
put out
man.
yet.
Yeah, but
And I
this
told
one-
these guys we
Just
don't
trying
have
to
to
get
be
the people a good
perfect.
show. Nah, that's real. We compromise on
We
that. That's
real.
Yeah,
I think we're
yeah.
all real though. That's the
Nah,
whole
definitely.
point. So
Yeah, that's why niggas butt
if it was
heads.
too perfect, I think they would think we was flexing. If
Nah,
if
it's
it was
real.
too like, you know, they'll be like, they really trying really hard instead of us just being real when we all just real
Nah, you right.
dope
I
individuals.
agree.
But we trying to give everybody a good podcast, you know, something that y'all can
We're
rock
trying to
out
be
to.
on Revolt.
You know,
No.
y'all can rock out to.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
am.
Quality,
Stay
man.
in
Quality.
tune. Stay in tune.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah. Watch the progression. Watch the elevation, man.
Yeah.
So what we're
And
gonna start
support
this
us and
off at?
sponsor us 'cause we
I
broke.
guess it's voting season. It's election
We ain't
time.
voting.
You not
It
voting?
is.
Hell nah.
Can you tell the people why you not voting?
I'm not voting because I feel like I don't really care. Honestly, not even trying to be funny.
Nah,
I
that's
don't
real.
care. They don't care. So like, I was talking to Alex earlier, and we were talking about the Unity Fest that they had in our city, and my grandfather spoke there, and he talked about how it was no black politicians there or nothing. So it's like, if you can't even come out to a festival for the city,
Wow.
why would we even vote for you
Nah,
guys?
that
Like,
makes
why
a lot
would
of
we even
sense.
do that? Like, y'all don't even care about the city on something that's actually positive and trying
Nah, that
to
was-
bring
that
our
was an
people
amazing
together.
thing.
So it's like, why would I vote for you? They don't care about us. They really don't.
They don't, man.
They
And I
don't.
agree, because that was crazy. Like, it really should have been more people out there. Like, that
And you
was
know
an
what it
historic
is?
moment.
We not putting up the funds for it.
Mm.
You know, with other communities, whether it's race or what you are, like sexuality, far as like the gay community and stuff, they put up money for their politicians. That's why
Yeah,
so people are
definitely.
pro-choice
They
or pro
have real
gay and pro.
movements.
Yeah, they have real movements, but as us as African Americans
play
or whatever
this
we want to call
politics
ourselves,
game.
we don't have that because we're not willing to put the money up and get people to actually fight for us, because it's all about money. It's
And
not
it's
about
like we
nothing
don't
else.
have it. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
I mean, we
Our
do
community
have
has
it.
it. Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I don't think we
That's
don't,
a
because
fact.
if I just give $20, you give $20, and you give $20, and 20 million more blacks give $20. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, you right.
So it's really like, we could do that, but we don't want to do that. We just want people. We just want to be saying, "Oh, I voted because he's black and he's gonna help us." Is he really gonna help us?
That's an interesting point, man. I heard, I don't know how y'all feel about Dr. Umar Johnson. He
Mm-hmm.
had made a great point one time. I feel like along the lines of what you were saying about like funding these different campaigns, like with Obama, like he was saying like the LGBT community, they like put money into his campaign, and in return, like gay marriage was legalized under Obama. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Certain
Yeah.
immigration laws were passed under Obama because the Hispanic Latino community, they helped fund his campaign. Like it's like, oh, we just all we cared about, he was just black. Like we voted for him, but it's
Yeah.
like, what do we really, you know what I'm saying, financially contribute to?
I think the rappers got behind Obama, and that's what really pulled us in.
Yeah.
That's what got
You know,
us.
Diddy with the whole vote or die,
Yeah.
Jay-Z, he
My
coming in the
president
mix
is
and-
black.
Yeah, you know, so.
I
But-
voted for him because he was black.
And if you're gonna vote for Obama
I
because
did
he's black,
as
that's
well.
I mean,
I
I
did
just
as
kept
well.
it 100. Hell,
I
he's
did the
fucking
same
black.
thing. I can't even.
I mean,
And
at
that's
the end of
being
the day,
illiterate to what was actually going on, because it's like,
Nah,
I didn't
right.
know what was going on. I'm thinking he's black. He's gonna be for us.
To me, it didn't
And
matter. I
but-
was just like, I
No,
just
it
want to see a
mattered,
black
'cause I'm
president.
thinking-
Yeah, that's important. At the end of the day, it's important that America see a black man, push a
Yeah, but
Cadillac
how
down.
is it
You know
important
what I'm saying?
when at the end of the day he don't help us? So it's kind of like,
I mean, hindsight is always 20/20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we did feed off the momentum
yeah,
and the
it was
emotion. We
into
was
the
happy.
second year,
Yeah,
and we were
exactly.
like, I mean the second term, and we were like, it's a no, nah.
But it's
I'm good.
but are we really giving him the credit he deserves? Because everybody
doesn't
know that the
deserve any
president
credit.
but everybody know that the president hands are tied mostly.
And that's the point.
That's
So
true.
And that's politics. It's
he
all
doesn't
tricky.
really,
It's
yeah,
all
and
tricky.
that's how I feel like he doesn't really deserve any credit. I mean,
Obama.
no, for what?
I guess
mean,
for me, just being that face, that
Yeah, it was
we were there
amazing.
at one point. You know what I'm saying?
it was. I mean, that's probably one of the greatest times in my life ever. Was the
Obama
night
years
that
was
he got
popping.
it.
Yeah,
No,
it
not
was.
even that. The night he got elected
Oh yeah, it was
was
lit.
fucking
emotional,
amazing.
too.
I was at school.
Right.
Shout out to North Carolina Central. It's their
Yeah,
homecoming
big
this
dog, shout out.
weekend
The
or
Eagles,
whatever.
caca.
And I was there, and it was just so amazing. Like, so many of us came together. People were crying. It was just like great. And then
That's dope.
everybody was bumping Jeezy in the back. It was just like the best thing ever to see that.
That's dope.
And the feeling that we had, I was just so like, he's gonna be so great. It's gonna be so amazing. America is about to change. Like, this is gonna, you know what I'm saying?
But
it's
the
no.
local elections are what we say are the most important.
But
Yeah.
are they though? Because now we see like they don't. What are
Like
they
you
doing?
said, like that was a great point, like because that was so crazy, bro. I'm thinking like this is a unity festival on High Point on Washington Street. They're
And they have
unveiling-
so many signs going down
feel
the
me?
street,
Like,
like
they're
vote for
unveiling
such and
this
such, or
historic
vote for
thing.
this, or vote for that. And you would think
Crazy.
that judges would be out there,
At least just
councilmen.
like kissing babies, even if you don't
Yeah.
mean it, like
Yeah.
just out here
Just
shooting
something.
shit. you
Photo
know?
ops.
Yeah,
just for the photo
period.
Even
ops.
if you don't
I
mean
respect
it,
people
bro.
that do that more than
You
just
feel me?
not coming, and then you get out here and you like making people feel bad about voting.
real, though.
When why would I vote? Why would I vote for anybody in High Point and y'all didn't even come to the Unity Fest? Why?
That's real. That's crazy.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
Even if it took till 2018 for Washington Street to get an historic marker, like it's crazy,
Yeah.
bro. Wow.
Yeah.
So how you feel about voting? Do you vote? Do you-
I don't vote. I've never voted. Actually, I've never voted. I've never really took the time to look into the candidates and see what they're
That's
about
real.
because
Exactly.
I've just been let down so many times believing anything that they say.
Yeah.
So I just don't believe in them anymore.
That's how I
And
feel.
you know,
you
that's
gotta really
just
do homework on them too to really know what they stand for.
You
like-
do, but at the end of the day, when they do get in office, half of them don't do the shit that they promised to do anyway.
Like you said, hands be tied sometimes. Do you feel like it's more hands tied and more they just not gonna do what they say, or like which one do you feel like weighs heavier?
I feel it's both. I feel like even if they attempt to do things that they say, some people might stop them, and it could compromise their position in office. And at the end of the day, they probably would choose their self before they choose the people.
Exactly.
That's
So
crazy.
you know,
No, I agree.
Yeah.
I don't really feel like they have any. I feel like if they show us on they showed us on TV, bro, like John F. Kennedy getting shot in the head, bro, riding down the street. Like I feel like if they would show us that, I feel like that was like an example of like y'all don't really call no shots. Like this is
Yeah.
ours. Like
Yeah.
whoever.
I think
they
that's the
is,
last time they actually probably called shots was that when they
You know what I'm saying?
said
'Cause
he
he
didn't
did too
agree
much.
with the queen
Yeah,
or
he did
whatever.
too much,
When it
bro.
gets real deep,
They
he didn't
had
agree
to.
with what the fuck that was going on,
Do
what
you
he
feel
was
like
supposed
they had
to
to
do.
do that though, or
Yes,
they
because-
could have just like took away his job? Like, did they have to go that
because
far?
he was about to change some shit, like for
Mm.
real. And I feel like they was like, get him up out of here. Like
At
he's
the
not
end,
gonna go
They
along
couldn't
with
just
what
fire
they.
him. It had to be that
it
extreme.
got to
you
be an
think?
example for the next people who come too.
Yeah,
you
and
know?
now have you noticed ever since
Nah,
then,
you're right.
presidents don't have no type of input really.
And that's my thing. If the president doesn't, why do we expect our local government or whoever to be able to?
You're right. That's
You know what I'm
true.
saying?
That's what
Yeah.
I started thinking about one time. I was like, yo, if
It's
the
tricky. I
president
wanna
can't do
learn
shit,
more
why the
about
fuck
this
these
shit.
niggas gonna do some
Yeah, I would
shit?
like to
Like-
learn more about politics
Yeah, I
too.
do.
My
I-
main thing
I think
is
it's just a
I
shady
would
game.
like for them to give us the opportunity to choose who we're gonna vote for. You know, because they just put two people in front of
Make
us,
you- yeah.
and it's like, which one you gonna choose? You gonna choose coke or you gonna choose heroin? Either way, you getting fucked.
Yeah.
Either way, it's
But
bad
coke
for
ain't
you.
that bad. I ain't never tried it, but I'm just saying.
It's like
They say it ain't as bad as
heroin.
Yeah,
heroin.
it
Right,
might not
right,
be-
right.
it
I
might
guess
not
that's
be-
how people were feeling about Hillary and Trump when they was
Yeah.
like, it was like the lesser evils. But
Yeah,
I
lesser of two
honestly
evils.
kind of glad it's Trump instead of Hillary. Whoo, a white woman in office. No,
They
man.
can't wait.
That would have been slavery. You talk about bringing
Nah,
slavery
that's
back.
real, though.
Woo,
'Cause,
yeah.
Dick Gregory always made an interesting point that like the white man in America, they allowed the black man to be able to vote before the white woman. Like,
Yes, that's some
crazy.
old crazy
Yeah,
shit. So you
that's
already
deep,
know
bro.
That
they
is
some
deep.
evil ass motherfuckers. Cause it's
feel
like,
me?
bitch, y'all wouldn't allow us to do shit.
You see, telephone Patty, ain't them the ones calling the police on everybody.
Or fucking
They
South
hot.
Park. What
They
was
hot.
on
They
it?
hot.
Oh yeah, she didn't call the police. She just made a fucking fool of herself.
That's crazy,
fucking South
though.
Park Susan or whatever her fucking name was.
Yeah.
Couldn't have been me. And also, I wanted to talk about blacks need to stop being so calm. I feel like we're like going back. We're like going back in history, like
We are the most forgiving people.
We
you know?
are.
which is not a bad thing at all. Like, but
I
it's
think
just
it's
like
'cause we so
sometimes
good.
it's just
Say that
like
again.
I just think it's just because we so good at like creating stuff. Like it's like they'll come and take some shit from us, but it's all right. We'll make some more.
Yeah, we
like,
work
create
around
the new
Yeah.
shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're just so good at like
it's like
we're
we
just
don't
so
never give
resilient,
up. We're
like,
never giving up, and I respect that about our people. But
It's a weakness.
that
though.
shit with South Park
It is. It's a
Susan.
gift and a curse.
'Cause if you think
Hell
about it,
no.
like we've always had everything, been on the top of everything, but the only thing we really lacked was like a defense. Like every time they come, like the Klan come through on some horses, we or like on some like Black Wall Street type shit, like how they
Yeah.
came in and just bomb. Like it's like we never had any like type of line of defense or way to defend ourselves from them, and it's like
Because
it's so
they have
crazy.
brainwashed
That's
us
true.
to think we're supposed to be soft. We're
That's
supposed,
crazy.
and that's only because we were so strong. We
They
were
had to
such a
try to
strong
break
people.
us.
Yeah, they had to
Yeah.
break us down, and that's where we come in with the beatings.
Nah, that's
Yeah, I put up
real.
a status on Facebook
Nah, that's
about getting
real.
beat, beating your children.
So you don't
Let's-
think that's
let's
something we
transition.
learned from slavery?
Yes,
Definitely.
definitely. Like it's nowhere around it, and especially now that I'm a parent, I realize that like I don't. Why am I hitting my child? Why am I beating my son? Like
Like,
you know what I'm
why?
saying?
Like-
And at the end of the day, it's like okay, a pop because that's how we were
You
brought up to think that was
reinforcing
work.
it, though.
You know where the worst beatings came from my parents?
What's that?
When we made them look bad in front of white people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You remember
right.
a teacher, your parents will whoop your ass just off the strength of a teacher calling her at work.
You're right.
Why you got your
got
teacher
this-
calling my job? And that's
Right.
grounds enough for you to beat the shit out of your kid.
Beat
We got to
them
stop
though, not
that.
even
Right.
like. And I'm glad we
got
have
to-
progressed from that because a lot of people be like, I know my brother. They'll be like, "We're calling your mom." He be like, "Call her. Let me get the phone, cause my mama gonna listen to me." Like
Even
my
when we-
mama was a listener. Like she listened to us. Like
Even when we used to go to public places, the grocery store, or just out and about, it was don't be making me
front of
look
the
bad
white
in front of
people.
white
Yeah,
people.
it was
They don't say
never-
white
You
people,
know they already.
but you
think
know
we
who they
monkeys
talking
for
about.
Right,
Yeah,
yeah,
it was
yeah.
never.
And it's crazy because if we're doing the same type of things like amongst our people, like it's like they don't say nothing. They let us be us. It's only in front of them. I ain't think about it till you said that. It's like,
Yeah, that's
they
it.
already think we this.
And
we
it's
that.
crazy because
It's
people were
wild.
actually on my statuses saying like because the post just said my parents beat the shit out of me and I'm okay. And then somebody put at the bottom, "No, you're not, nigga. No,
Right,
you aren't."
that's real.
But
Like,
even if you say you're okay,
Are
did
you
the,
okay?
did the beating change your
thank
behavior?
you. No.
Temporarily, maybe, but
For
it
a
just gave
second.
us it just gave us better ways to lie to avoid getting beat.
Thank
Right,
you.
we
We still
got
continue.
better.
we still continue
That's
doing
real.
the
or
same
not
shit.
even that. You get so immune to the hitting
That
that
too.
you will take it. Like
That too.
because that's what I put on. I went on and on and on with people on the post, and I was just basically saying like it's crazy how at a certain age you stop whooping your child. Why though?
Yeah.
Because it doesn't affect them.
Yeah, by 12, 13, you just standing there like,
Yeah.
Like,
which
come on.
it's just turning to anger and resentment.
Because if you really hit them, that would be beating. You know what I'm saying? That's when it
Right.
comes to the abuse. So what is the point from the whole beginning?
So what's
to
like
instill
an
fear.
alternative for you? You feel like
I do time out, and people look at me like I'm like, but it does work. Only because I got whooped twice that I can remember. I don't
That's
know when I
real.
was a child, but my mama always told me like, she didn't have to really do that. My brother, he probably got a couple of whoopings, but once my mom talked to him and realized, like, it's no point of doing that with a child, like a boy, you know what I'm saying? Especially with men, it's totally different. With the girl, you don't have to do all of that.
Yeah.
You could talk to a woman just like you can now. You could talk to a woman and we can relate. Men are strong, they're stubborn, they're hard-headed, and don't get it twisted, everybody is. But a man's gonna be like, what? They're gonna, like, I've seen my son literally go, and he's 2. And I'm like, whoa, calm down and go to timeout. And timeout works for us.
And if you plan on still whooping your kids, do what you're gonna do.
Yeah, that's what I said.
The main thing is, beat them with the weaker hand and embrace them with the stronger hand.
Thank you.
So bring them back with the stronger hand.
Because I kept saying, like,
I used to get, I got a couple of beatings or whatever, but every time after my mom disciplined me, she always told me this one story and sat me down. I don't know if y'all ever heard about the story of the chicken and the eagle that was born with the chickens. Well, just look into it. But she told me that story every time after I got disciplined, and I still live with that story to this day.
Real.
So, if you're gonna beat them, we can't stop you or tell
We
you
can't,
to
that's
your
why
kids.
Yes, and I feel like that's the whole point when it comes to parents, and that's like the old generations. They had no explanation for why they did anything.
That's just what
it was just straight. This is what we gonna do, and it's nothing. And that's the sad part, and that's why people were so rebellious against their parents, is because you never know how to communicate. If you don't teach a child to communicate, they can't communicate as an adult. And that's why we have so many people that don't know how to talk and don't know how to, sit down and communicate. The first thing they resort to is violence.
Quick.
I know for me, what I would do, how I discipline my son, I take away things that he enjoy doing,
easy.
Like
that hurts
the PlayStation
way more.
or things like that.
That's the thing. You got to know your child, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't have children, but like I practically raised my little brother, so it's like I would know things he really care about. Like you said, if you take those things away, that's gonna hurt them more than
that
a
hurts
beating.
the most.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
Play
Because my son,
yeah.
all that, my son's a fighter. He
But
was
let's stop acting like
let's
stop acting like kids aren't allowed to have bad days.
Oh my God! I just told
That's
that
true.
to who did I
We
tell
do.
that to?
Yeah, we have bad
I
days.
told that to somebody today, and
Nobody's
I told him
smacking
about
the
the
shit
time.
out of us whenever we step out of line. You know
I
what I'm
told
saying?
him about the time said when we recorded the episode and your son came home that day and he was having a bad day.
Oh yeah.
And you were like, "Are you having a bad day?" And he was like, "Yes." And you was like, "It's okay. We're gonna talk about it. Get you a snack and just calm down."
Yeah.
And he was telling me like, "I let him have his time. I'm not sitting here like fix your face and do all of this and what's wrong with you and why you
It's like
why are you
you're
having a
home
bad
now.
day? You're a kid.
Yeah.
You ain't got to pay bills, but he's still human.
Yeah.
Right.
He's still human. He still have to go through stuff, even though it's at how old is your son?
10.
A 10-year-old level. Math has stressed him out today, so now he
Yeah.
don't know what to do.
Sometimes he come home from school
Yeah.
tired as shit. Take a nap.
And that's what you said. You said take
your homework
him
right
yeah,
now.
That's exactly what you said.
That's
Take a
real.
nap.
Like,
Calm
you at
down.
the
You
crib,
okay?
bro,
Like
yeah.
it's okay.
Lay that out
This
there.
is your safe haven.
Right,
You
because
just-
he got
where
off
you
that
supposed to
bus
be
and he was
welcomed at.
like I ain't with it today. And he was like, "Are you okay, son?" He like, "No, I'm not." And I was like, "Oh, I thought that was so
That's real.
dope, yo." Like because it's like we are human.
We are.
Stop treating our children like we're gonna be children forever. You're only a child for how long?
Really,
Not-
really 10
10.
years.
That's what I'm about to say. To 10.
Really 10.
After that, you start comprehending, and people were getting on my post like, children can't make adult decisions, and I'm like, whoa, what are y'all talking about?
They're supposed to be
I'm
trained. They're
Thank
learning to make
you.
adult decisions.
And that's
what
why
you're
I do
bringing
what
them
I
up
do
to
at 2. I'm not waiting till he's 10 to put him in timeout, because at 10 he ain't gonna know. He ain't gonna be like, "Are you serious, lady?"
Yeah.
But if he's at 2 and getting in timeout, I'd rather put him in timeout now than him go to jail later. And
That's
I'm not
real.
even trying to be funny, because it's like, who's to say like, our child is gonna be perfect or whatever, but I'm just trying to do something different. Because
Like
I
you
feel like a
said.
lot of people beat their children out of their own frustration. Like, I had a bad day today, then you
Oh, yeah,
come in
that's-
this
that's
house
definitely-
and you bad, so I'm gonna beat the shit out of you.
That's definitely what happens.
That's crazy.
Yeah, shit like that.
That's
That's, why I
definitely-
don't
that's
respect
definitely what
it.
happens.
That's why I do timeout, because you know what? Timeout gives us both timeout.
Yeah.
So while you in timeout, sitting over there focusing, me too.
Yeah,
Because I'm trying to
that's
sit
real.
here and think about you just spill all this shit over the floor,
Right.
and I want to,
Adults-
and now I want to get on the floor and cry
Yeah.
too.
Adults have to be honest. That,
Thank you. I
Adults
need
have to
a
be
timeout
honest
too.
enough that they're out of control too. You
Thank
can't beat your
you.
kid because you're upset.
Right.
And that's
Stop.
where 90% of the beatings come from.
That's
Is
crazy.
the adult losing control and being upset and
Yes.
beating their kid.
And that's what I'm saying. Pop in here and there. And then, once we went on the status, people started really like, oh, well, I didn't really get that many. Because y'all like glorifying whoopings. Like, that is so, like, that is like, who made you just,
Yeah.
and all y'all are regular.
That's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. It ain't like, I'm not trying to be funny, but people are like making it seem like that just made them overcome so much in
Yeah,
life
yeah.
because I got a whooping. No, nigga. It
They say it
didn't.
builds character.
Yeah, what fucking character? Like,
it don't.
and that's
An
what I
abusive
said. I got two, and and that's only because I fucked up. My mama always told me there were consequences for
Yes,
my
yeah,
actions and
gotta
different
be.
stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So at the same time, I'm like, now with my son, I'm like, I don't even gotta do all this, man. Go sit in time out and chill out, bro.
That's
Like
wild.
straight up, just chill out.
It just
No,
makes
you
me
can't
feel-
get no phone. He already 2, and I have to turn off the TV. I have to take the phone. I have to take tablets. I have to do it, and he's 2. So at 10, it's gonna be way more of it. I'm gonna have to take his robot or something. Like, I have to take some more. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be like so much. So that's why I'm like, beat your children. If that's what I kept saying on the post, beat your children. If you want to beat your child, beat your child. That's fine. And who's to say people are okay? People be thinking people are okay because guess what? They're not a criminal or they haven't did anything bad. But are they okay though? That doesn't make you okay because you haven't been in trouble.
You're right. You didn't get
It's a
caught.
lot of people. Yeah, it's a lot of people that can't become adults.
A beating is not going to kill you. It's not,
It's not
of course you're going to come away okay from it.
Yeah.
But did it solve the problem? Did it fix anything?
Probably
So what's
not,
the difference?
because-
Well, like, what's the line between like, all right,
beating
I'm
and a-
disciplining, like
and a
I'm
beat.
disciplining my child, and like I'm like really abusing my child.
Like,
when
something
do you cross that
consistently-
line? Okay. So
Like,
it's
you know how some,
much
you know how you gotta, like I said, I got to, because one, I can't even remember. One time I didn't come home when the street light came on, and my mama was really not having it because, I'm a girl. Anything could have happened to me.
Let me ask you this: if you were in a relationship, and you just slapped your girl, is that
I put
abuse or is
up
that
there.
discipline?
Thank you. I
Nah,
put
that's-
that
I
up
feel
on
like
my
it's
status,
abuse.
and somebody
You see
said
what
I was
I'm-
taking
so-
it too
feel what
far.
you're saying.
So I
So
really,
a slap.
I guess you can.
Because that's
try
all you're trying to do
so-
is control the
You
person,
can try
right?
to say that it's your kid, so you can do whatever you want to
Wanna
do. But
they
is that
just-
still discipline or is it
Thank
abuse?
You said I was gonna
know.
put
So
that up
is there
there.
any like a appropriate time to get physical with your child? Like
If
rough them
they
up.
get physical with you,
Yes, and also if they about to break their
'Cause you
neck,
gotta show them like
I
you
feel
gotta
like
show 'em. And I think
boundaries.
I've grabbed my son before
Mm-hmm.
and felt bad afterwards because have you they look at you and you
Like,
can
are you
see
serious?
that's real.
you're no longer their parent. You're like a monster or
Right.
Yeah.
I feel what you're saying.
it's different.
And I've done it
It
when my
is.
son was like jumping off some shit, and I felt like he was about to break his neck. And my first thing was just like to pop him and snap him into reality.
like,
it
what you
wasn't
doing?
like, oh goddamn,
Because
it was
know
just
what
like,
happens-
woo, what are you doing? You scared?
You know what happens after you beat your kid and you walk out the room? They're talking shit about you. They're
Thank
mumbling.
you. That's
Yeah,
what I be
they're talking
saying. And
shit,
people don't
you know?
understand that. And nowadays,
Run away.
and I'm about to run away. I'm gonna kill this motherfucker while he sleep, and I don't give a fuck. Like this motherfucker
I mean,
gonna keep beating
those
me.
feelings are eventually gonna die.
Yeah,
but do you
yeah.
want
It's
your
just the
child to
fact
feel
they
like that
happen.
even for a moment? You shouldn't
Yeah.
want that.
Right. I agree.
So
That's the
That's
truth.
crazy.
I'm just against physically.
And I
hitting
put that up there. I
kids.
said it about your partner. If I wrote a status that said, "My boyfriend beats me, but I'm okay,"
Yeah.
people would look at me like a fucking fool, right? They would be like, "Are you standing there and taking that? Like, what is wrong with you?" Right? Or vice
Right.
versa. If your girlfriend was domestic or whatever, you would be like,
Like, why are you putting
Why
up
are
with
you
that?
putting up
Yeah.
with that? So what is the difference with the child?
You at work and you falling behind on what you need to do, and your boss walk up and smack the shit out of you. You know what I mean? Like that's discipline.
Reinforcement.
Yeah.
That's
Exactly.
crazy.
Yeah.
So
So
you're right. It shouldn't fly. If it can't fly in those areas, it shouldn't fly.
It shouldn't
at
fly
home.
with your
fly.
children, 'cause
especially
those are-
defenseless kids.
Yes,
You know,
they are very defenseless.
Kids. That's
Yeah, I
crazy.
can see your kid about to whoop your ass, which I know people that have fought their parents. And I'm like, yo, you fought your fucking mama? Are you smoking fucking crack?
Right.
Like,
But
I would just
aren't-
run away before I fight my fucking mama.
aren't
Like,
the kids getting the most beatings are the ones that's continuously doing the same shit over and
over
over
and over. Yeah, guess what? A beating don't mean shit.
Yeah.
Guess what? I can
They
still
ain't
got
learning
them.
nothing.
They ain't learning
They don't even know
because
why you beating them.
thank you because all they gonna say
They
is
just
they
need to
gonna do
learn how to
shit.
adapt to the pain.
Yep. And that's it.
And that's it.
Just like in domestic
crazy.
situations, when a woman is getting beat by a man, she still go on about her fucking day like nothing is happening and is getting beat and beat and beat and beat. But she don't really care. It's just like, I still can live my life.
Damn,
I still can
just
do
get
whatever.
used to it in
Just
a
get
way.
used to it. It'll be
Yeah,
okay.
that's
Yeah.
crazy.
So
It's not
no,
that bad.
it's not.
Yeah.
Damn, that shit. Wow, it just made me think about like how we were saying like when we initially started this conversation, like is this something we learned from slavery? And it just made me think even deeper. It's like, is everything about us like? Did we learn all this shit the way we live? Period. From
Hell
them?
yeah.
So it's like, who are we then? Are we just
We don't
them
know
or
ourselves.
dude? That shit is crazy.
It
It's
is.
like,
That's
what's our
deep.
real like identity or like cultural way of life? Is
We
it
don't
literally
have-
just
We
them?
don't
What they
have
taught
nothing.
us? Like
That's pretty much.
Yeah.
And what we
so what's
remix.
ours? Like what about us is ours? You know what I'm saying?
The only
Like,
thing I
'cause
feel
we're
like that's
creative, we're more
ours-
creative
It's
than them. I
hip-hop.
feel like. Or,
Say that again.
I just feel like it's just certain things that like we stand out. Like you said, like some hip hop shit or like we create dope stuff. We
We've
create
done
Yeah.
so
lingo
much.
and
Yeah.
like I don't know. It's
We
just
built this whole
take what
country.
they give us and we remix it
Yeah.
and put a new twist on it, put a new
so
style
what is that
on it.
called? Like what is that skill? Like what is that we have that helps us? Like you know, I guess
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah,
trying to,
nah,
like,
that's a
yeah.
real
We're
good question.
originators, though. It's
yeah.
not. It's just the fact that it's like through time we're just gonna keep
Like we can't help
knowing
it.
ourselves
Yeah, we
and
can't.
knowing ourselves, and we're gonna break out of this whole. We're controlled by them eventually.
I mean, our slang changes year to year, you know.
all the time.
Like we just so innovative. Like
Yeah,
Very
that's what
innovative.
he's saying.
It's
Like
crazy.
But
about
are we
you.
innovative because we don't have a culture? Or we like
we don't have no
constantly searching
choice.
for something?
Yeah, we have no choice.
I think it's both.
It's out of necessity. Like damn, that's crazy.
It is, man.
Man, that's deep, yo. So it's like you really feel like one day we're gonna wake up, like we're gonna snap out of this.
I
That's
think when my
deep.
son gets
I
about
don't.
my age,
I don't.
I
That's
do.
wild. Like you just think we're too far behind, or
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
I don't.
I think that we don't have enough resources to, do our own thing, and we're always going to be told what to do, and we're always going to follow behind because even the leaders, they lead us in the wrong direction.
Yeah.
So what could change it? What like if we got this? It's like is it that one thing? If
We
we
just
did
start
this,
killing
then maybe we would
motherfuckers,
have a
we'll
chance.
be-
I feel like
I feel like that's the only way out.
I feel
Yeah,
like
they
we're
did it
in
to
a
us.
I feel like we're in a toxic relationship. And the only way to, get out of a toxic relationship is to walk away. But we don't even have anywhere to go. We don't have nowhere to
So
go.
do we like match them like how they came on some old destructive shit? Do we match that, or is there another solution?
There is no other solution.
We got to do what they do.
Yeah, you got to fight fire with water. You got
That's
to fight
deep.
fire with water.
That's deep.
And we're not in that position to do that because we're so afraid that we're gonna lose
So you
everything.
think it's fear?
Yes, definitely. That's
and,
why
and
they.
we should be afraid.
That's why-
and just being honest, we should be. Not saying we should be afraid,
But, I mean,
but
there's
there's enough to be afraid
it's
of.
danger, yeah.
it's enough.
Because we're gonna lose everything. It's gonna go. It's gonna be
It's
a
all or
real
nothing
war.
type.
Yeah, it's not gonna be just.
So do you think it's more fear than
But I-
finances, or
it all ties together.
Yeah.
we're
all
scared
ties
because
together.
we ain't got the money? Like
Yeah.
And not even have the money. It's just that we know it's gonna be a real war, though. Meaning it's gonna be killing. It's not
don't
gonna
you feel
be
like
no.
that's inevitable though? Like it's gonna happen at some point.
Yeah.
We're gonna have
you
to
had
clash.
you had,
with
you had
them,
civil wars. You had the Boston Tea Party. Them
Right.
motherfuckers been wilding.
Yeah, on some
Yeah.
fight for freedom type. That's crazy.
Yeah, but we haven't had a real one since then because they have this whole thing, and it's just the poor. It's not even necessarily black people. It's the poor. We're all poor now, and it's like.
Well, this is
Yeah,
a wake
fuck
up
y'all.
call. So we're gonna have to get it together sooner or later.
Yeah.
She right here. She just pulled a gun out on us. We sitting here at the light with the crane. So it's gonna be right there.
Real? You better be lucky it ain't real.
Now,
Can you pull up right here to what's this thing? You on Nico right here? Yeah.
at the train tracks. At the train tracks.
She put up on me, ran up on me, and I put up my baby girl. So they
No, you got out your car and started yelling.
You know what motherfuckers say? Yeah. So pull up, tell the police get right here right now. She ran up on me. Yeah. Do something.
Well, I tell you, all these goddamn charges though. All these fucking charges.
I don't know her name. She just ran up on me. Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Taryn, get in the car, yo. Jean in the car. Get in the car. Jean in the car. Come on. Come on. Come on. Jean in the car, yo. Let's go.
Do something. You act like
Like, nah.
Y'all wanna box then, bro? What's up, bro?
Yeah, that's who I want to fucking pop.
Who, me? Me? Oh, I thought so. Let me get on the
Like I said, it's all on record. But Jen right here. Jen right here. You see Jen right here. That's fine. They gon' see.
It's okay. Let me go get Steve. Take me.
Nah, let the police come. Let the police come. Don't touch her. Yo, that's a whole goddamn female. That's a whole female.
Get the fuck home, bro.
That's a whole female.
What you gonna air out?
It don't matter. It don't matter.
You gonna air out?
It don't matter.
Thought so.
It don't matter.
Thought so.
It don't matter. Y'all ran up on the wrong one.
Who ran up on anybody? Who ran up on anybody? We was in the car, Kaya. We was in the car. You said, bitch, you got out your car, said, bitch.
That's damn so wrong.
How the hell we gonna know it's her?
That's
We in here.
so wrong. Yo, you want me to, but that's
You
all.
in my face and you outside, it's whatever. It's whatever.
It is.
It is.
It
What the fuck
is.
you saying? Yes, you ain't hard. That's fuck them. Fuck them. They got me fucked up. Man, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm out here. I'm out here. Oh, y'all go get it tonight.
Yeah.
It's a BB gun.
Yeah.
It's a BB gun.
Nah.
It's a BB gun. It don't have no clip.
Nah.
Right. BB gun with no clip.
Nah, stupid.
Be quiet. Don't say nothing else.
Now,
Don't say.
give us-
Set the
gang
fit for
out on
what?
That's a BB gun. No clip, no nothing in there. I bought it from Walmart.
You got it on recording, sir.
I had the whole thing on record.
Me.
I got both of us. I have it on record. Let me stop.
Akaya Fuller.
That's a Kaya Fuller.
McNeil, just tell him to.
Real quick, smoke break. But yeah, man, High Point, y'all bugging, yo. Y'all saw that earlier on Facebook, the BB gun.
The BB gun with no clip.
With no
Yeah, we definitely have
Bro,
to share
like,
that
what's
video
going
to
on?
all the people that aren't in High Point.
So what happened? What the very beginning of the clip? Ebony, you rode by.
I actually
Yo,
rode
you
by
seen
there
that
and I
shit.
saw people out there making a scene, and I was just like, you know what? Let me keep going, cause this side of town is just not my lane anyway. But I'm here, so it is what it is. But
Once
I
them
saw
tracks,
the video, yeah, once you cross those tracks, it's a wrap. Let me tell you that, and you know, it's a no for me. I'm really over here like, this is my life, but hey, I'm like, my homegirl tagged me to the video, and I'm like, yo, I rode past
seen
there,
that
and
shit,
I
yeah.
seen people like acting up.
That shit
And to
wild.
see the video, and the bitch had a fucking BB gun.
That's
she
what
was-
killed me.
Yeah, I was
she
like,
was waving and
just
shit
about-
too, like
Yeah.
she, like
and for
she,
some reason, I kept saying, "Is that a real gun?" Because the way she was waving it was
Yeah.
just too light to me. Not saying like guns aren't that light, but I know guns are like heavy.
Yeah.
And it's like for you, I would be so nervous unless you're really a skilled shooter.
I feel you.
Are you a skilled shooter? If that's the case, then you can be out there like whoop de
Wow.
Didn't she shoot that bitch?
I heard
She
the
shot the
windshield,
gun,
right?
yeah.
The back.
Oh,
With the
they
ba-
said
with the, with the baby in the back seat.
Yeah, that was wild.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Stop playing.
No, yeah, she
Yeah, I
shot
did
the back
see
of the car
people
through the
talking about
windshield,
that part.
the back windshield.
You can
and
see
the
it
baby.
kind of broke a little bit in the
Yeah,
video.
I
could
bet you
see
got
it.
the
There was some
die.
damage.
Yeah.
It was a little high powered BB gun, you know.
Oh, see, I ain't catch.
Take it to another level,
Oh,
right?
and she
Yeah.
just was recording.
That's probably why-
And you would have shot the
Oh,
car
yeah.
with my baby in
You
there.
remember
Yeah.
old buddy? He ran
Oh, no,
up.
Yeah,
Ooh.
He
Yo.
like he really
No.
meant that, though.
Yeah, he
So
was
the
ready to
girl with the
slide.
BB gun shot the.
Yeah, nah, that really,
The other girl's car that was
If
recorded.
I'm not mistaken,
Yeah,
that
she
happened,
did.
Yo.
Yeah.
Ain't no way, baby. Ain't no way. You was gonna have to shoot me
That's
with that BB
crazy.
gun and all. You was gonna have to shoot me right in my eye because I probably
But
would
say
have.
she ain't a G for waiting for the boys to show up.
Yeah,
she waited.
She's not a G, she's
not
an
only
idiot.
not only did she wait, she told her ride to pull off.
Right, you good.
Good and stood there with her strap.
With the
AKA
With her
with no
BB
clip.
with no clip.
Obviously had
I'm
one in the
like-
head because she shot
Yeah.
him.
Are you fucking stupid, though? So
That's
you was willing to, because you thought the police were going to come and listen to you with a gun that looks like a real gun. say it's a BB gun. They should have shot her.
Yo, she dropped
They
to her
had
knees
they
quick. Was
things
like,
out.
yo,
They was red. Did you see when that woman ran up on her? Like, come here, bitch, get on the
right.
ground. They should have dragged her right up the street.
So that's it crazy because it's like you see that and it's like how you just said, like if they would have did something, it's like almost like it ain't even their fault. Like she had, they didn't know, but
oh,
it's like-
definitely. Like,
but that shit happened.
we sitting here marching for people getting shot with nothing. Like,
Nothing.
nothing.
Wow.
And she got the BB gun pulled out when the cops pull up. If they would have unloaded on her, everybody would have been on social media talking about that's what she deserved. She deserved that shit. She asked for it. You know better.
And
you
it's
know.
sad because she kind of
She
did.
probably-
That shit
Like,
was wild.
it was
Yeah.
like, to me, because me not being, educated on guns and shit, I thought it was real when I seen it. I mean, people that know guns probably was like, "Oh, that's da da da," but it was a lot of people that really thought it was a real gun. Like, so
She said
to
she bought it
me-
from Walmart.
And why was you out there doing that though?
Yeah, I got the receipt. I bought it from Walmart. It don't have a clip. What BB gun has a clip? Like, what the fuck is you working with?
That's crazy.
What kind of
Why are
BB
you
gun
out
do you
here
got?
doing that
That
though?
was wild,
You
yo.
should have just let your brother hit the bitch in the end.
Niggas
Like,
be fighting, man. That's crazy, man. Speaking of niggas fighting, I know y'all heard about this Cardi Nicki shit, though.
Oh yeah.
Whoa.
Had to.
That would have been Nikki.
It's
Nikki
too-
would have been the bitch with the BB gun for real. Cause that's how this bitch been wilding. Like,
So you feel like she just being petty, like, or like you feel like it's a legitimate beef?
Can y'all back up real quick? Because I need to know where the beef come from.
Word. And
We
see,
don't
like
really
I'm
know.
getting privy to it now because I'm
think
starting to
Nicki's just
realize
a
they
hater.
really beefing. Like
It seemed
it's like
that
on
way.
site type. Like you know how rappers make songs at each other.
Yeah.
But they really like, you know what I'm saying? I
Cause
guess-
that's how it goes with women. It ain't
you know
no
what I'm saying?
fucking
And it's like
goddamn.
women are always more real. Like when it comes to shit like that, niggas gonna
Yeah.
talk you to death.
Yeah,
Or
yeah. Women don't play.
be
They at
ready.
each other's
Like,
throats.
Cardi
Yeah.
really had a knot on her shit, bro. Like,
And
I don't
from
know who did
security.
what, but
Right, and they, the whole corny part to me is when Nikki's trying to flex about it, like, oh, my homegirl did it, but I told her to chill. So you're putting. I wish a bitch in my crew would snitch and say that I done did some
Right,
shit that
like,
really helped you
I
out
did that
though.
for you.
I did that for you, and
That's
you're gonna
crazy.
sit here and tell people like. I would have put a knot on your head even if she didn't do it, because I feel like she didn't do it. I feel like security really did that, because everybody know when you in some type of shit like that, security is hemming your ass up.
Definitely.
It ain't
They-
finna be
that's
none
what
of
they
that.
work for.
And
They
those
love that.
big
They work
ass
for that.
men
They
that were
can't wait.
security, them women are fucking high tall, probably about 5'3", 5'4". Instantly could have whooped their ass.
So the motorsport song, they got a song together though. So like,
Oh, no, that was
I
the
still
whole-
need to know the beef.
that was the whole
see.
beef about it. Like Nicki changed her verse. Like she basically was talking shit about Cardi.
Oh, she waited for Cardi to send her
Watch your
verse
man.
and
Yes.
went back and
Then you
redid
should
her
watch
verse.
your
and
mouth.
just-
Yes.
on some, yeah.
And then, yeah, but then that was just
Yeah.
a slight word. She really was like talking cash money shit.
But that's my thing. It's like Nicki is so dope with bars. It's like,
Is
why
she
do you
though?
even care? Like,
Nicki can rap. She can rap.
But you know what?
She brought bars to
I did
dudes.
respect her as a rapper, but I feel like she limited herself as being the queen of rap instead of just being an all-star celebrity, which that's what Cardi is.
But it's
and
like,
people hate
dudes
on that
claim
though.
King though.
And that's no problem though. But
True.
you can't get mad when all you are is the queen of rap. You can't get mad that Cardi is doing pop. You can't get mad that Cardi is not
Nicki
writing her
started
verses.
that pop
You
shit.
can't.
She did.
My whole thing is, but you can't get mad because she didn't write, because that wasn't her goal. Her
So-
goal was to come in,
Okay, I see what
make
you're
music,
saying.
and become a celebrity.
She
That
not
was
trying to
her.
be a dope
She's not
lyricist.
trying to be none of that. So
Yeah.
let her live though. Like,
so
like-
the beef is between, like, who was the best or
yes, I feel like that
Kinda,
was the
it has a
thing.
lot- yeah, I guess Nicki feel like Cardi getting too much attention. It's like, but she don't even write. But it's like, I guess from Cardi's perspective, so I don't care about being a dope MC.
And that's and I came in here saying
and
that
on
though.
Cardi's defense, I don't think she needs to write. She has a real bubbly personality.
That
Yes,
shit
and it
probably
doesn't
do.
matter.
Yeah,
And
the
her
way-
music
yeah.
pops though, because it's like real relatable. It's like, you know what I'm saying? That's not her. Her goal wasn't to come
beef
in.
is
So you
and
don't
take
like
over.
Nicki at all.
No, I did used to like Nicki, but to me, she's too old to be doing the shit she does. Like,
Oh, she being childish.
Yes, and me growing up with Nicki, because I mean, when Nicki first came out, I probably was about 18 or something. So it was like, and it was weird to me. I'm like, a Barbie? Ew. Like, who the fuck wants to be a Barbie? But her shit was so raw. I was like, yo, I really liked it. But then when she started transitioning into, like, she was Lady Gaga at one point and all that shit, I was just like, I can't
Yeah.
relate to her. Like,
Nicki started off with the right camp too. You know,
Yeah.
with Drake, Wayne.
Definitely
You know, she
early.
couldn't.
And
have
I
been
feel
in
like
a
that's
better
the
position.
only thing that backs her though. Like
Yeah.
it's because of them. Like without them, she would probably.
But she
just
was also
fall.
the only female in the game at that time.
Yeah, so it was
Dominating.
easy for her to do
years.
that.
Like for
Yeah.
like 5 years straight, she BET Award, all these awards, best female.
And she never was herself though. To me, she never got to be herself. That was
That's
the bad, and I
crazy.
feel bad for her because she probably like, damn, I really wanted to be Cardi. That's how I feel. Like I wanted, not saying
You
like
think
who Cardi is. I'm
you
just
think
saying
Cardi's
like
bigger than Nicki right now.
yes.
Yeah,
Very
present
much
day,
so.
Present day, Cardi.
She
Cardi
is bigger.
is
She's
hotter.
had accomplished
She's hotter.
more.
She's charting
More
more.
momentum and everything.
Everything, you know
Yeah.
why?
She's
Because she
selling
just kept
more
it.
records.
Yeah, she just done
Yeah,
kept
because
it
Nicki
real.
last album, I didn't hear too much buzz about that.
None
And
of
I
Nicki's
actually,
albums,
I actually listened to Cardi's album,
yeah,
the whole
yeah.
album,
And all of
I
her
enjoyed
hits.
it.
You can listen through it straight.
Yeah,
I mean,
all
I
of
knew
those
that she
are
didn't
hits.
write the shit, but I did enjoy it.
But you
Right.
know that though.
And what
so-
does it
yeah.
matter? That's what I be saying. Like, what does
But
it
that
matter
is a
though? Is
touchy
it good
thing in
music?
hip-hop, bro? Like
It is.
But that's hip hop. She's. I feel like Cardi is gonna be on some Kanye West shit. Like I'm an artist. Like I don't.
But if
just
she's
keep me in
upfront
that
about
same
it, if she's
category.
upfront about
Yeah.
it, then
Oh yeah,
You
then
can't-
You can't say
Yeah,
anything.
yeah.
That's my
so,
whole thing.
yeah.
I feel like you can't get mad at her because she's like, I don't write my music,
That's
but I'm a
real.
great
At that point,
entertainer.
You just like picking on
Because it's
people.
okay for
Yeah.
singers to not write their shit, but you know, with
That's
hip hop,
true.
it's like, oh, the end of the world. We know Beyonce ain't wrote all that bullshit.
But she sounds amazing.
She sounds
She
amazing.
sounds
She
amazing.
looks amazing. She's a great entertainer, and that's what we like, though.
That's real.
And
So
I-
long as Cardi can entertain us, who cares?
Who cares who wrote it? Well, okay, so on the flip side, because I don't know if y'all been seeing like Lauryn Hill been in the media lately.
Oh,
Like
goodbye.
she supposedly like, I'm not gonna say she didn't write, but she had a lot of help writing the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, and a
Yeah.
lot of people are starting to say like
Damn,
that
and
changed
I was
how they
hurting
feel
the cover
about
art.
it. You know what I'm
I
saying?
think that shit is bullshit.
I don't.
I think I do. I don't like the way people turn their back on Lauryn Hill.
No, I don't like the
most
way
of
she
that- I
turning
think-
her back on
I think
us.
most of that was encouraged by the media. You
No,
know,
that's real.
because you got to understand, Lauryn walked away from the game
Just
out of
walked away,
out of
yeah.
integrity, you know, and out of saving face and being real. The whole keeping it real shit. She walked away. She left
Right.
it
Or
all
was she?
behind.
Or was she
Right,
on coke or
really
something?
did that.
Nah, she was.
No,
we don't. We
I'm
never
she
know.
she was just different, you know.
She was though.
But the music game, it'll change you.
It will eat you up.
Yeah,
Did
it'll
y'all
eat
see
you up.
the
Fame.
the video? Matter of fact, did y'all see the podcast with Pusha T on Joe Budden?
I did.
Yeah,
I
and
didn't
I-
watch it. I saw sound
Oh, you
bites
have to
and
watch
clips.
it.
You
It's
have to,
really,
bro.
it's
Yeah,
really,
you have
really
to.
good. I think I'm Pusha T. I've came to realize that.
Oh, yeah,
like,
nah,
no,
definitely.
but I love his
I've been
personality.
I've been a Clips
never been
fan
a
since
fan.
2001
Right.
when they first came out.
But
I
see,
was
I've
actually
never
living
been
in
a fan.
Virginia when
I
they
was
came
little.
out,
That's
so
real.
you know I
But
caught
Push
that
really
momentum.
broke it down.
Yeah, broke it.
The
He
beef.
really broke it
Yeah.
down. He really said
It's
because
gonna
he's
change the
basically
whole
just like
perspective.
yeah,
Yeah.
he just like a regular dude. And he just like chilling. Like
Yeah,
I don't
that's
care about
real.
none of that.
Oh, yeah,
what
Push
him and
dope,
Kanye
Yeah.
Push dope.
and Drake got going on, I don't care about none of that. That's
shit
their
real.
business. They don't got nothing to do with
He
me.
said that's their bromance.
Yeah,
that's what he
was
said. That's their
he was
bromance.
that ain't got
That's
nothing-
their-
He was looking
Yeah.
at Drake like, "Why you rapping to him, nigga? I'm rapping at you. Rap at me, nigga."
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
basically,
Now I
what he
did
was
see his
saying.
interview on Drink Champs with Nori, and he spoke
That
on
was
some of the
dope,
same
too.
things. you
Yeah,
know.
so it probably was the same thing, but yeah.
He just made a dope metaphor to me. Like I thought was dope. Like basically saying like almost like I'm not even gonna entertain this like or try to like make people in the rap game like abide by street rules when they
Yes.
don't come from the street. He was
Yeah.
like it was
That's
like on some
basically
shit
what-
like you
that's
can,
why I
you
like
my
him.
homie in the hood and it's like but I know I can't you can't go to the mall with me. And they're like, what you mean? He was like, because I know, like, I can play basketball with you in the hood. We can have fun. But I know if you come to the mall with me, and niggas want to fight, I get jumped. You going to run. You're not going to help me fight. Now I'm going to hate you. Now you can't even be my homie no more. So it's like, you can't come to the mall with me. It's like, I'm going to just play basketball with you. And it's like, you
And I
got to
like how
keep
he
people
did it.
where they're at.
Yes,
You
and
know
I
what
like
I'm
how
saying?
what
Yeah,
he's
it's real.
basically saying, and he like separates the music industry, excuse me, from real life. Like it's like real life, you know, I would probably shoot you because of that. But and this music shit is fake.
So you think
So-
it's all like just entertainment? Like
Yeah, I
you know,
think so.
You
I
feel
think
like when
all
the
of
cameras
it.
lights
Yeah, I
is
think
off,
it's
these
all-
niggas really don't even care about all that.
Yeah,
I feel the
think
same
it's-
about Cardi and Nicki too, though.
Yeah.
Like
I think
behind
it's
the
just-
scenes, like
But I
dang,
think because Cardi is so fresh and knew her emotions, it's like
it's real.
raging. So it's like,
It
bitch,
did kinda
I would
happen
really,
fast for Cardi,
yes,
though.
and I think
it
she's,
did, it
yeah,
did.
you know, I think
But
she,
I mean, that's the rap part. Didn't she first do like Love and Hip Hop or some shit like that?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
not
yeah.
like she did that for so long before she became a rap star, beating
Because she
Lauryn
came
Hill's
a-
records and number
all
one.
that,
for-
yeah.
for
I
that
just think she's
industry.
just like,
Yeah, that's
it's just
true.
too much for her because she's she's still doing like real life shit. You know what I'm saying? She ain't been in the game as long as Nicki. So Nicki probably can portray this fake shit and all this and not give. But Cardi is kind of like, no, bitch, where I'm from, we'll beat you the fuck up. And that's the end.
And Cardi is fresh off the street.
Yeah.
It's just crazy how the rules have
And then
changed.
she don't even care what I can respect her about. She was like, we don't have to fight now. We can talk. We can communicate like adults, but you won't answer your phone. And see, that's the shit that I don't like. Because when a person like that is trying to talk and trying to solve the shit, why not do that?
True that.
Why not do that?
Right.
Like, I think she's happy. I think she has a great career, a family. She has a baby. She has what Nicki probably wants.
Nicki had Meek.
Meek didn't want no fucking Nicki Minaj. She probably was so fucking annoying.
That's
Did
crazy.
she have Nas too? Or no?
She did.
For a time.
She did.
How the fuck do you
And
fuck
that's
up
the
Nas?
thing. That's my biggest disappointment is because at one point it was always about like Nicki is dope. She can rap. She can spit. But now all we hear about is like what dude she's dating. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're not even known for your music anymore. You're trending because of dating.
Meaning your
It's
music
crazy.
sucks if that's not what people are paying
Right. At
attention
the end of
to.
the day, Nicki kind of fell off, man.
Think so.
People fall off. There's nothing wrong with that.
That
I
happens.
feel like you got to know when to stop. Like athletes do it. Like
Yeah.
why
And
come in
it's
rap?
time
You feel like
to
you got to rap
do
forever.
different
You can't never
ventures
stop.
and-
Right?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's time to move on to different things.
Imagine if Wayne stopped at Carter 3 and never like maybe just chill, maybe did some features here and there, but never continued the Carter legacy. Like he would be a legend to me.
But can you still put food on the table if you stop?
Right.
I just feel like you got to know when to
different
stop a
avenues
certain,
and
like when you on a certain level, like leave that thing alone. Maybe go over there and do something else, but leave that alone. Like you killed that shit.
Because like that's not like being a singer. Like rapping ain't like being a singer.
Imagine
a
a
singing, I feel
blueprint.
like you can
Imagine
still,
imagine
You
a
constantly
blueprint
have new
for.
rappers coming in all the time.
Right.
Like it's always a revolving door with rap. Like people are constantly new artists. We don't get that with singing. You know, we don't get that with R&B and
Niggas just
singers
need
and
to know when to
stuff.
stop.
not even that. It's just like I can always sing about whatever I want to sing about. Rapping, it's like you have to rap. You have to probably try to
be
keep
trending
up.
life right
it's
now.
trend. Yeah, it's like
Trends.
you have. Singing. Beyonce can write a love song when she's
Timeless.
72,
Yeah.
and
But why
people
not-
are still
but-
gonna go crazy.
But a little off topic though, why do we feel so obligated to change trends every 2-3 years? When are we going to be able to make our shit timeless? For instance, clothes. Like if you get caught rocking FUBU or Sean John or Rockaware, you corny as fuck. But I can still rock the same polo jacket that I bought in high school,
crazy.
and it'll never go
'Cause
out of
that's
style.
Ralph Lauren.
That's
But
wild.
because it's Ralph Lauren, but why
Yeah,
can't
I think
our
it's
shit
just
be
because it's Ralph
that's
Lauren.
that? Why can't we be?
And we do it to each other.
We do it to
like,
each other.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
some hate and shit. I think.
That's
It's
deep,
trendy,
though.
but we force our trends on each other and force them out the door. Like it's hot now, then later on it's not gonna be hot. But let our shit rock for a while. Let our shit
That's
be
real.
timeless. Let our shit be classic. You know what I mean? For us black
we
people,
treat
you
rap
know?
albums like that. We hold on to them.
Yeah.
I just think our shit is just different. Like you said, with clothes, it's just like with Ralph Lauren. It's like
we
the
spend
same
so much money
thing on the. It's the same thing, no
But
matter
we spend
what.
so much money on clothes just for another 2 years. We have to trash all that shit and put,
something
What it
else
is,
out
I
there.
think they just
like
need-
nobody.
no.
Nobody still has their Robin jeans. I'm sorry.
nobody.
What the
Nah,
thing
it's
is,
like,
I
what
think
do
they
you
just
do with
need to
that?
be more creative
But we are.
with the no. Like I'm gonna just say, Baby Fat. If Baby Fat, I mean, listen
That
to
shit
the
was
name.
popping, though.
But
That shit
listen
was
to the
popping.
name, Baby Fat. Like, why would I be
But at
fucking
the time,
40 years old with
it
Baby
was
Fat on?
popping. But why did it stop popping?
She made a great point. It's
What
like
was
the,
it?
like the style of the clothes they're making isn't timeless. Like they're making
Yes.
stuff you're only gonna wear when you're a teen. Like
True
you're
that.
not
Or
wearing
you're
baby
only-
fat
right.
at 40.
True
You're not
that.
wearing apple bottom jeans when you're 50. Like
So
you know
you
what I'm
think it's
saying?
the name?
Not even the name. I just think the style of clothing
style
because
made,
it's
like,
like with Ralph Lauren. I'm gonna just use him. At the end of the day, when you get everybody sells a polo shirt because it's that type of shirt. But with his, they're gonna always be timeless because he's always gonna have the horse, and they're always gonna be the same shirt.
So can
With
we?
that polo,
So
though.
is there not enough room for us to come in and do
With
that?
a little logo.
No, it
For
is.
a
It's
logo,
just that
a
we're
single logo, and that's
we
it.
just
Like,
don't want to keep up with what
would
changes
all
so
have to get
fast.
behind
We
one
just have to
person,
get and
and
we
we
just
don't
have to
do
get
that.
one thing.
If a black clothing designer came out and all he did was put out a white T-shirt with a logo right there, he's not gonna be able to sell that shirt over and over and over for
That's
$50
what I'm saying, because
and
we would
change
all have to
colors.
get behind one person, and we can't stand that. We all gotta have it
Yeah.
ourselves. Like,
Yeah.
And
that shit
that's the
crazy.
sad part about it, because it's like it's so many white people, but it's only one Ralph Lauren. Like it's only one, but it's so many of us. And like he said, like we make that shirt, and then we'll look at it like $50. I can make that shirt,
Right.
but nobody looks at Ralph Lauren shit and be
I
like,
can make a horse.
I can make a, you know what I'm saying? No, it's like, it's Ralph Lauren, it's timeless, it's this, it's that, and that goes on for all the designers. With us, with black people, like he said, I just feel like they don't make clothes for us as we grow. Like Sean John, I get it, but make it for, okay, why doesn't he have skinny jeans? Because that ain't what Sean John want to wear, or that ain't what Jay-Z want to wear. But that ain't the point.
But
the
we
point
phase
is to
it-
go with the culture.
But we
go with
phase
the
it out.
theme.
But we phase it out, and our thing is we feel like we have to throw a whole brand away and bring a new brand in for the
Thank
new
you.
trend. We shouldn't have to do that.
You just
Same
change
brand
with the
shit.
trend.
Yeah, same
Yeah.
brand, just
And just
change
because
that shit
imagine
out.
if Sean
but
John
we pick on
would
each
have
other.
changed.
But we get ridiculed for wearing this shit.
You're right.
We
And
can't
that's
do
the
that
sad
to
part,
each
but
other.
it doesn't matter because that's who wears it. Children are the people that wear all this shit either way.
Definitely.
But
So-
another thing is that the major clothing department stores will push that shit out and push it down to the city trends, and that's when it
Make
becomes
you
a
feel
joke.
like it. Yeah.
That's when they devalue the
Just
shit.
keep going back to them.
You keep going back to them.
Dang, that's
Yeah.
deep, full circle shit, bro. That's wild. Did y'all get a chance to peep that Red Table Talk though with Jada
Yeah,
and
we
Will?
did.
That
Jada
was
Will.
dope, yo.
That was dope.
That was dope.
It was pretty good.
Man, that
And-
was dope, yo. That made me just like change my whole perspective on like how I look at like actually like talking to someone, or getting to know a young lady, or like, cause like he was saying with the mask, it's like I can imagine like a million times I was like introducing myself to a young lady is like something that I really wasn't. I was kind of catering to what I knew she would like or be receptive to.
Yeah.
Which
And
I
it's- you
think
gotta
most
keep
of
that
us
shit
do.
up.
Yeah. And I also respected when he felt like, you know, he was basically doing too much. And a lot of people don't talk about that. Like,
with the success thing. Talk
yeah,
about
there's just
that.
a success. Like, he felt like, oh, I'm successful, so now everything in my life is perfect. So anything that I do, instead of like asking your partner, and I'm not saying just him because he's a man, but I'm just saying in general, even if it was the woman that was very successful, they just feel like we don't need to communicate. It don't matter. It's like, look, we have money.
Yeah.
Why are you mad? Why are you
got
sad?
this
But
big ass house. You got a Benz outside. You
But
got,
most
a closet
people-
full of Prada and you know Chanel.
But most
what are you
people,
upset for?
Yeah, when he said I built the house, and she was like, "That wasn't for me," or whatever. And I got that because you know what's so crazy? My grandfather bought a car, and my grandma hated it. And I'm like, yo, that car is super expensive. Like, what? And she like, he didn't buy that car for me. He bought it for him. And I'm like,
So we try to put a price on happiness.
Yes,
and
we
we try
do.
to put a
We
price
do.
on success too.
and that's
That's
and I
deep.
thought about that. Me growing up as a child, when people make mistakes or when people did a lot of stuff, people always showered us with gifts all the time.
They do. We learned that from school. You know.
Yeah,
You get
yeah.
rewarded. like,
A honor roll.
golden stars.
Yeah.
And it
kingdom.
don't make that like it don't. It's certain things you care about that's more important than monetary things. Like it don't really. If you already had stuff, only people that can relate to that ain't never had shit. If you ain't never had
Yeah,
shit,
you can buy somebody then.
then you can. Yeah, that's basically. But when
And
you done
then
had
even
stuff
when
your whole
even when you got it, like Will and Jada, it's like
we got it.
We got it, but how much more do we need? You know,
Is there
how
more
many more cars
is it
gonna
some
make you
type
happy?
of purpose behind
What other
all of this?
What other more house? If we get a bigger house, is that gonna make you more happy? And happiness comes from within. And
That's just like I don't know if y'all watch T.I. and Tiny.
I
They
haven't
have
seen
they have another show where they branched off and they have like Monica on there.
Oh, wow.
It's like a big family, like you know they're friends and their husband.
Mm.
But now you know they're going through they're separated on the show now, or whatever. And
Oh, word?
yes,
Oh,
and they were
wow.
about to file
Who,
for a
T.I. and
divorce.
Tiny?
Yes.
Is this because of Floyd?
Probably like it's probably a lot going on with them, but I know he was cheating
Oh, word.
or whatever.
Like that's
Supposedly,
public information.
yeah. The cheating was public
wow.
information, but on the recent shows, because you know it's kind of dated back, but not too far back, where he had a video release where he was backstage, but they're separated, and a girl walked by and he hit her butt or something.
I thought a lot of his friends on Instagram confirmed that wasn't him, or was that the video?
Oh, it was him.
Where he was sitting up with a chick or something.
No.
A lot of people said it wasn't him. If we
Yeah,
talking about the same
and then
video.
on the show,
On the show.
he says he ain't
But he
denying
separated,
that.
though.
And that's how he's basically doing. He's just saying like, if people, I just feel like sometimes men are very selfish when it comes to different things, especially women. Very possessive. You're my woman. I don't really care about. I don't care about those other women. I care about you, but you know,
But
I did what I
technically,
did.
So, like, separated, that just mean like they broke up. Like,
Yeah, but they're not-
Divorce means like it's over.
It's over.
Like,
Divorce
Financial-
makes it legal.
Legal,
Okay.
yeah, separated.
But
You
they
have to be
don't-
legally
so
separated
separate-
for a year
That's in North
before you
Carolina,
can
though.
get in divorce. Oh, okay,
That's not
but
all states.
Oh, okay, but yeah, and he
But
was
so
just.
technically they broke up, right? So if he did do something like that,
But
so
he's
how
like
you feel-
trying to creep back with her, and she's basically like, "I can't. You're still
But I
like
mean,
hurting
that's his
me."
baby mama, like,
Yeah, that's his wife.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
that's
Still,
his-
that's what I'm
and
saying.
that's what he
See,
said.
the
Basically,
separate-
all he
so,
said
So when
was,
you separated, you still that's your wife still. Y'all know.
"Oh yeah, that's still
It's
your
still
wife."
his- your wife.
Divorced. That's when you now you ex-wife and
Yeah.
Oh, right.
So basically, he was saying if they wouldn't have put it out on social media, she wouldn't have cared. They could have talked about it. So he felt like because people were all in their business, that's why you're like mad. That's why you can't, you know what I'm saying,
Because
get over
now
the
they
fact.
open up doors
That's
for her to be
crazy.
Judged by everybody
yeah.
and not yeah. And I was like, damn, that is kind of true. But you got to think about that. It's like, I don't know though. I don't
That's
know what I would
crazy.
do in that situation. And that's what I respect about Will and Jada on the video. Jada was like, I don't care what goes on, I'm not leaving. And Will was saying the same thing. They was like, she was like, even if I gotta be with another person on the other side of the house and you gotta be on the, I'm not leaving. And you know,
Figure
people
shit
look at
out.
that and they probably like, what?
Man, after
But-
that many years and that much work, you
What the-
can't just walk away.
You
used to a
can.
person, like,
Yeah.
That's all you know.
That's a part of you. That person
Yes,
becomes a
30
part of you
years.
after
I
that
can
long.
imagine.
Real.
I'm 30 now, so I can imagine being with somebody
Yeah.
for that long. I can't even talk to nobody for 6 months. Honestly, I can't.
But only the strong gonna survive a relationship that long, though, man. That's a long relationship.
Nah, that's real.
That is.
Will and
And my
Jada.
grandparents, they've been
And being
married
in
for
the public
60
eye.
years. I'm like,
Oh wow, that's beautiful. Yo.
It is.
And so when you separated though, can you like not be separated no more? Like say y'all want to not do it no more. Y'all want to
Yeah.
go through. You can do that.
What you mean, like?
Like if you like file for divorce, so now you separated and shit, but then you be like, nah, I think we want to get back together. Like,
Yeah.
is it
Yeah,
another
you can do
legal
that.
process?
Yeah, the courts
or-
want you to be together. Because the first thing, I don't know, but if you try to get a divorce, I think the first thing they try to recommend is things like counseling and, they offer alternatives to
So
avoid
why
the
is
divorce.
That, though? Why they want you to stay married? Like, how does that benefit them?
I don't know. I don't know. That's a good
It's
question.
it's definitely
That's a
some
good-
goddamn
yeah.
money. You know, money
Yeah,
is
that's what I'm
involved.
trying to
But
say.
it
How
costs
that-
the divorce. It's not
Right.
like it's free.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Wouldn't
So
they
that-
want to encourage it? Like, I don't know. I'm gonna look into that.
It's probably
with you
just
on that.
it's
I'm
probably
looking
just
to that.
goes both ways. Like let's say stay together, but
But we really-
we really want your money low key.
That's
You know what I'm saying?
real. Nah,
I guess
you're
if they can profit off of it, if it's just like regular people getting a divorce, they probably don't care.
That's
But
real.
you already in the courtroom. You already paid then. Even if they
Yeah.
encourage you to stay together, you
So
don't
they
already paid. So
They don't care either way.
I don't know.
Oh, that is wild, man.
I mean, but how many black people get married and how many black people go through divorces and things like that? So I would assume that they encourage it because we're not the ones that's always on the marrying and divorcing end.
You're right, though.
That's just,
real. That
I don't
makes
know.
sense.
Well, a lot of people are getting married now.
Now,
I get
but it's
another one, yo.
Oh yeah, sure.
now what's that?
I think a lot of black people are getting married.
Yeah, now we are.
Who's gonna? Hey,
This
marry
is
me.
good.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't
No,
know.
you're not.
I respect it though, Jada though, for having her view on marriage because I think men view women as like,
Property.
yeah, and they think they're gonna just do whatever they say, or we don't have no opinions, and if we do, you're a whore.
I think that go back to what AMAC was saying in the very beginning is where do we learn that type of behavior from?
That's wild, yo.
Yeah,
It's
it
all
Yeah,
all come
because-
full circle, man.
Yeah,
Who
because it's
are
like a woman can't say she doesn't want to be married. Are you ridiculous? A woman can't say that, you know, just different things when it comes to relationships and being together because my views on a relationship and your views are totally different.
I mean, if
like,
you want a submissive woman, you gotta really hold it the fuck down. Like,
yeah,
you know what
like
I'm
I mean,
saying?
all the way
All the
down,
way.
At all
Like,
times.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
all
like you
times,
can't just be
like-
folded. And I'm talking about in
Because you
2018.
sweat,
Yeah.
We're not
All
talking
the
about
way.
in 1973. We're talking about 2018. You got to hold it all the way down to make me feel like I need to do those things for you. Like,
That's real,
I think
yeah.
men just think, oh, because other women have done it. When you run across somebody like me, it's like, whoa, why she don't want? Why would I?
Yeah,
Why do
prove
I
it,
need to do
nigga.
that? What am I doing? You're not my man.
True that.
And it's like, what is wrong with her? She's too this. She's too aggressive. She's all this. I've been called all kinds of things. And in reality, it's just like, for what? We're not in a relationship. And you know, I've been hurt. I've been broken. I'm in all of this shit too. But it's like, I got feelings too.
So we need somebody to come on the show and propose to Ebony.
But they
also-
gotta prove it.
They gotta prove it first, though.
So like, what is that for you though? Like, what does a guy have to do to to the point where you're like, all right, I'll step back and let him be a man, so to speak.
You gotta show me. Like, you gotta take charge. And only thing I have with it is I want a man to like me as much as I like them. That's
That's
it.
real. That's real.
That's it. And
Hey,
we will be
so-
good
That shit
to
feel
go.
good,
It
too,
do.
man.
Yeah,
So-
that's
That
it.
shit
And
feel
I
good.
would
We-
go off of what you do. If you do all these things that you want for me, and you do those for me, I will be the best woman ever. Like,
That's real. But we're gonna bring it back on episode 2. You know.
oh yeah,
We
definitely.
gotta wrap this one up.
We gotta
man.
wrap it
Hey,
up.
Mac, you wanna
I
take
gotta
us
go
out?
pick up my baby.
Yeah, man, you already know, man. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. It's the Refugee Podcast.
They
As
gonna send me
always,
to,
man, we love y'all.
Relationship
Peace.
therapy
Peace.
on the next episode.